Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys a love therapy reading. Now, I am not a therapist and I'm not trying to be one. I just wanted to name it that way because it really encompasses what we're going to be going over today. So you're in a love connection. Doesn't matter what kind of connection it is. You might view somebody as being a twin flame, a soulmate, a karmic partnership. You're not sure. I'm going to combine all of those titles today. I have stopped doing that technically for reasons because it is triggering for people for my weekly reads, but this is a love challenges reading. So technically you're having challenges. Maybe some of you don't know what kind of connection you have, but this is the deal. Even if you know what kind of connection that you have, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't change the challenges. It doesn't change what you're going through, what you're feeling. Sometimes people need to know. They need to know so badly whether or not somebody is a twin flame or a soulmate or a karmic. And it's like, what is the reason that you need to know? You really need to ask yourself, is knowing this going to change the experience? Is it going to change the circumstances? You feel drawn to a person and another soul for a reason. And it's because you need to clear something or learn something about the connection. It's not about, well, if it's twin flame, I'll stick around. If it's not twin flame, I won't. Well, this is the thing. You've been drawn to this person for a reason, so you might as well try to figure it out, why you're so attached, why you're feeling so triggered, why you feel so connected, why you can't stop thinking about this person. Do you see what I'm saying? So some people want to know so badly, or they're pissed off if a reader says, oh no, this is a twin flame or it's not a twin flame. I, however, don't do readings like that. I don't do pick-a-cards like that. And I'm not trying to, dog on any readers that do that. But I just don't really feel that you should really set yourself up to figure out the label of your connection through a freaking reading. I mean, I would never put that in the hands of anybody to tell me what I'm experiencing is this or that. At the end of the day, maybe I'm confused, but I feel like it's a part of my evolution process, especially when it comes to relationships, to figure that out on my own. It's not up to anybody else to tell me what I'm experiencing or to slap a label on a connection for me. Heck no, I'm not. I would never put myself in that position. So I don't want you guys to put yourself in that position unless you feel like that's something that you need to do. Sharky moved. I usually have my box here, you guys. And so maybe I'll just go ahead and put it up here now because she was laying there and I didn't want to interrupt her, but now we have all this empty space. So let me go ahead and get a box so that way we can set the cards up real nice here. What box do I want to use? We'll use this one here. And where I get my boxes, you guys, is Michael's Craft Store. Michael's Craft Store has great boxes, and of course, now that I put this box here, you can see that the camera is not perfect. Son of a bitch. I'm telling you, I have done everything in my power to do this tripod, tape it, screw it down. It's a pile. All right, here we go. Okay. So anyways, enough about that. You guys are here because you guys want to get some messages on healing and basically figure out how you can navigate whatever journey that you're on in a more peaceful way for you. My advice to anybody that I work with is always going to be to take care of yourself first and foremost. Some people come onto a twin flame journey and again, this is just my opinion, you guys. If you guys do not resonate with this, I'm not the reader for you. There are plenty of other readers that are only about union. And I'm not saying I'm not about union, but if you're not right with yourself, then how the fuck are you going to get to union? Do you see what I'm saying? So for me, I'm a little bit more grounded when it comes to let's do some of the practical work and take some practical steps so you can get to that freaking union. But a lot of people want to skip all of that and just only focus on union. They don't want to focus on themselves. They don't want to focus on what they need to do as a soul, as an individual soul. Because at the end of the day, yes, you and your twin flame are technically cut from the same cloth, but you still have your own individual growth and evolution and ascension and learning in this lifetime. And you're not always going to be with your twin flame in order to do that. Some people are blessed maybe to be in union and never have a separation their entire lives. That's fantastic, but that's not the same experience for everybody. Not everybody has the same exact experience. So my channel is going to be about people that want to grow, they want to heal, they want to learn, they want to experience life, they want to experience happiness in whatever form that comes in. If you guys are putting all of your eggs into your twin flames basket and you guys are just, waiting for this connection and you're happy, more power to you. But if you're fucking falling apart and your life is on hold and you're miserable and you're hating this person, I get these messages all the time where people are really, really throwing a lot of energy towards this person here that they feel this connection with. You know, they just hate them. They just feel cursed by this situation. If you're not feeling blessed, it's time to get right with yourself. It's not the other person. It's not the other person. It's not the other person's behavior. It's not their lack of love for you, their lack of awakening. It's not the other person. There's something going on with you. Wouldn't it be great if this other person would basically wake up and smell the coffee? Of course it would. But what if they never do? What are you going to do with that? So we have to be willing to save ourselves and to try to live the best life that we possibly can, or else we got nothing. So yeah, you can have a twin flame connection all day long, but what the hell is that going to do for you if you can't take care of yourself and you can't get out of bed every day in order to take the steps that you need in order to make union happen? So anyways, I know I'm maybe even triggering people right now just by the way that I'm talking. It's really not meant to be that way. But I deal with a lot of people coming at me constantly, and they are just really struggling. So today's reading is really just going to hopefully help some of you out there. So anyways, any of the decks that I'm using, I'll let you guys know what I'm using as far as the decks that I've created. All of those decks are available in the description box below in my Etsy shop. Now, if you're international, you're not in the US, I have a special link, so email me. I'll put my email in the description box below. Let's get started. So what we're going to do is we're going to shuffle these cards, which is my Twin Flame Oracle, which can be used for any kind of connection. And technically, I call it the Twin Flame Oracle because it was based off of my own twin flame experience, but it says Mystic Moon Oracles on it. So it's not just for twin flames, even though, yes, there is a twin flame, a soulmate, and a karmic partnership card in the deck. But it encompasses all connections, you guys, not just twin flames. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this deck right here for your partner. So whether you're a male or a female, feminine, masculine watching this video, it does not matter. This is going to be for everybody. And if that's too confusing for you, go ahead and click off the video now. I'm not the reader for you. This one is going to be your deck here. So I like to separate the energies. I will be using reversals today, you guys, because we are dealing with challenges. And so we're really going to be asking the tarot to just give us some, you know, if the messages are a little challenging, that's okay. We're ready for it. We're prepared for it. So we're just going to shuffle this one. This is your person. This is going to be for the topics for the connection. And this is going to be for you. These right here, I believe this is the before and after tarot. Love these decks. All right, so I'm just going to put this one right here. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get let's go ahead and just get a card that Spirit wants to address when it comes to your connection today. What is the one thing that Spirit wants to bring forth for your connection today? Wow. You know what's interesting, you guys? I literally just did a reading this morning on my Instagram, and I pulled that card. So there could be a connection there, you know? But anyways, the point is we got bound. That to me, when I created that card, was off the devil's energy. We're bound, we're stuck, we're feeling tied, we're feeling obsessive, we're feeling codependent. There's something going on here. Somebody could have an addiction, whether it's you or your other person, doesn't matter. We're bound to this. We feel bound. We feel cursed. So literally, that's the energy that I'm getting right off the bat, because people sometimes do feel cursed. People sometimes feel like I cannot stop thinking about this person no matter what I do. No matter how many times I let go in this life, I seem to be drawn back to this situation. Most definitely. So I'm getting all kinds of energies coming through, you guys, for this particular, if you're resonating with these messages so far. So there's definitely this devil's energy, this heavy energy, you know, and it doesn't matter what kind of connection you have with someone. We're not absolved of lessons in karma. Now, some of us don't have as much heavy karmic ties, you know, to certain connections, but to say that a connection is so divine that it is void of lessons in karma and negativity is ridiculous to me. And if you don't resonate with that belief system, again, I'm not the reader for you. Time to move on. So let's go ahead and get this other person's energy when it comes to bound. Wow. 6 of Cups, you guys. 6 of Cups energy. Now, of course, this is the after tarot. So the after tarot is a little bit different than traditional tarot, same with the before tarot. So of course the Six of Cups encompasses soul connections. So when people do love readings, this is usually a beautiful card that you want to see because it showcases people that have a soul connection. This is also an energy that's tied to the past. So we could be talking about past life, you guys. We could also be talking about, you've known this person forever. This is a deep soul bond, soul connection. Now remember, whoever's watching this video, this is your person's energy towards the bound energy. Now, this particular Six of Cups is a little bit different. As you can see, cups are usually filled with water, correct? But these cups are filled with plants and flowers. So it doesn't mean that there's no water flowing in those cups. It doesn't mean there never was. But we have two children or two people really that are just kind of running away from those cups. So literally what I am getting for your partner's energy is that they are running away from the soul connection. They're turning their back on the soul connection. They're turning their back on the contract that the two of you created before you came into this connection. I just got 1111 on the screen when I said that. I always got to say that whenever I'm talking about it, 1111. This is definitely a very strong connection for sure. And so that's why we feel bound to it. That's why we feel tied to it. So what I want to tell you guys is this: whoever you're dealing with, they may try to turn their back on this connection. You may have not spoken to this person or seen this person in a very long time, but guess what? They're not going to be able to forget you. At some point, they're going to have to deal with whatever karma they have created when it comes to your connection. So it's a part of their life. It's a part of their soul development to deal with you in some sort of way. So if they're turning their back on this right now, it's not going to go away. It's going to come up for them. It's going to resurface at some point. Okay? So that's what I'm getting for the person that you're watching this video for. Let's go ahead and get your energy tied to bound. The Hierophant. Wow. In reverse. Okay, so the Hierophant is another very spiritual card, spiritual connection, very heavy spiritual connection coming through this reading so far with Six of Cups and the Hierophant. But of course, the Hierophant's in reverse. So it's like we feel bound by this contract. I mean, that's what the Hierophant is. The Hierophant is about marriage. It's about commitment. It's about contracts. It's about the things that, we are, committed to. But when it's in the reverse position, I mean, we feel like we're having a difficult time just even completing this contract. Well, why? Because the other person is not really focused on this. They're not really wanting to participate with this, or they're having some issues to where they cannot participate with this connection with you right now. So it's a big ordeal. So it's causing you to feel incomplete in this life. It's causing you to feel like you don't know how to move forward. It may also be causing you to put your life on hold because you're waiting for this person for marriage. You're waiting for this person to have children with. You're waiting for this person to come back into your life or be with you so that way you can carry on. So what's happening here is your world is literally turned upside down while you might be waiting for them. Now, some of you may not be waiting for them, but the thing is, you kind of feel like something is missing from your life. You kind of feel like maybe you've been cheated. You've been cheated out of the life that you feel that you guys could have had together. So I hope those messages resonate with you because that's what we're getting for this reading. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and get some other messages here that are kind of tied to this, okay? So we're going to tap into the energies here of, let's see, let's go ahead and go into the emotions deck, okay? And let's just go ahead and see with the Six of Cups energy. Let's go ahead and get a shadow and also a light energy when it comes to your connection. So this is this person's, darker, more shadowy, challenged energy when it comes to you in this connection. Ashamed, very interesting. So it could be that they've done something to you in the past, because I do see, of course, the Six of Cups is a card of the past. They could have done something to you a while ago or just in the past, as in the past as in yesterday. Somebody that, and why? Because they feel unworthy, they feel disgraced, they feel humiliated. The thing is, they're tied to this karma that they created between you and them. I told you. So that's what's going on here. So if you're not hearing from them, they can't face their shadow. Do you see this person? They have their head down and they see that shadows in front of them. They cannot face it. So if you're dealing with a person that is not coming forth, or they're not showing you kindness, or they're not bringing you an apology, that is because they're stuck in their own energy, feeling very ashamed about the way that they're living their life, what they're doing, how they've represented themselves in the past towards you. That's what it is. So this is about their own shit, not yours, okay? So that might hopefully help some of you out there that are blaming yourself, that you're feeling unworthy. You're feeling unworthy or worthy. You're feeling humiliated. Well, don't worry about it. This person is also feeling this, whether you realize it or not. And if they're not feeling it in this moment, which I feel that they are, and they have been feeling this for a while, they're going to feel it at some point. It's karmically arranged for them to feel this, so that way they can face this shadow, they can face themselves. And so you coming together with them is a part, like I said, of their soul development and growth. So if they're hiding from it right now, they can run, but they cannot hide. See? So until they clear this energy with you, they're going to be tied to this situation. They're going to be tied to this energy with you. They've got to clear it. So let's go ahead and get an energy for you. What is the dark shadow for you in this connection? Oh, there's two that wanted to pop out. We have hopeless and we also have shy. For some of you, it literally could be that this person has done something to you, judged you, made you feel a certain way. And so you're literally either afraid of them, or you're hiding from them, or they've made you feel extremely insecure. They've also brought you to your knees to where you don't feel like there's any hope, either in love, period, or just in this connection. Like you literally feel hopeless at this point, and you're kind of hiding and you're shy. It may also be that you're very hesitant on even moving forward with other connections, making commitments with other people. So this person has definitely done a number on you, and that's coming through big time in this reading. Big time. So no wonder why you're feeling so stuck, right? Let's also go ahead and we're going to go into the love pack, and we're also going to get some other energies here that are tied to this person. Their energy coming through when it's tapped into you, connected to you. What do we got? Naivety. Look at that. Wow. Do you see this? We've got two people. We got third party. So for some of you, that's going to make sense. Some of you, that's going to resonate. There's been third party. There's been a betrayal. There's been lying. There's been cheating. Or there's a lover's triangle right now. Whatever this is, though, this is somebody that is basically naive. So they're unevolved. It's not that they're 100% unawakened, but they're unawakened to the fact that this connection has so much more to offer them. It's like they might be spending their time with somebody else, or they might be spending their time with other people. Do you see that little pitchfork there? And we've got the devil's energy. So again, the devil is coming through. There could be a karmic situation that they're tied to right now that they cannot break at this present time. And so what that does is it causes you to feel hopeless. It causes you to feel like you want to run and hide. It causes you to feel ashamed. It causes you to feel all of these things. So again, that's not going to resonate for everybody watching this video, but I am getting third-party situation for some of you out there dealing with this person. So the thing is, this person is naive. The way that they're acting, the way that they're going about their life, or the way that they did, this is, could be past energy as well. It's just that it's coming from a place, and it's not that they don't know any better. Of course, we all know better. We all know right from wrong, but they don't have enough experience when it comes to their emotions, or when it comes to dealing with something, this kind of connection. So they're being naive. So it doesn't absolve this person, and it doesn't make it okay, but it's giving you an opportunity to see that they're not as evolved as you are. So that's where it's stemming from. They're not as evolved as you are. So if they're hurting you, it's like they might be unaware of how much they're actually hurting you, or how much they have affected you. There's definitely something, though, that they do know that they did wrong, because this card wouldn't be here otherwise. But it might not be to the level to where you expect it to be. You might think that, oh my gosh, this person should know what they've done to me, and so why are they not coming forth with an apology? This would be the reason why, because they may not have fully embraced the shadow. We can see somebody has their head down, so they're not 100% willing to look at it. And so this is going to be a process, is all Spirit's saying here. Let's go ahead and get your energy here, tied to this person. Independence. Wow. Sorry, you guys. Feeling alone. Feeling like you're on this journey by yourself. Okay. Feeling like you are just all alone. So independence usually is a really good thing, right? But in this particular case, you feel like you are You feel like you have this soul connection, but you're on your own. You feel like you've been abandoned. You feel like you're just doing all the work yourself. This other person isn't doing anything. It's not fair. It's not right. Why should they be happy? They're with somebody and I'm all alone. There is a shadow here. And I'm getting also too that we obviously come together with people for a reason, and it's to trigger us. It's for us to learn something about ourselves, to strengthen something about ourselves. So for some of you, there could be codependency issues. There could be, you don't want to be alone. It could be that through this connection, it forces you to be alone. It forces you to be in a state of solitude. And so that forces you to become stronger as an individual. So there's definitely something that you can derive from this situation and turn it into a positive. So if some of you were with this person, let's just say for a long time, and then now all of a sudden you're on your own, they dumped you for someone else, or you guys went your separate ways and they're with somebody else now, or they're just kind of fine being without you, it's forcing you to be on your own private island for you to figure something out about yourself. That's what we got here. So of course, we want to go ahead and get into some positives. Not all was bad with this individual. It wasn't. Not all was or is bad with this individual, even though it might feel that way. So let's go ahead and get some mixed emotions that they may have that are more in the light when it comes to you in this connection. Wait, I'm sorry, I grabbed the wrong ones. I meant to grab the light ones. I'm like sad. Well, you know what? Hey, maybe that's an additional message. Sad, regret, ashamed. There's something that's tied there, you guys. These ones aren't the light cards. I have them separated. All right, what else does this person feel about you in the light? We have grateful, wow, thankful, appreciative, blessed. So this is the deal. It was not always like this with you guys. They might have felt really, really grateful for your connection, what you brought to them, and they may have screwed it up, obviously. They may have done something that really, really hurts you, but they're also deep down in their heart space. They're grateful for something about you. Maybe you did something for them. Maybe you gifted them something. You offered them something. You helped them grow, whatever that was. So at the end of the day, there is definitely this energy where they do feel grateful or to have known you. They saw some sort of a connection between the two of you and felt blessed by this connection. But just because they felt it in one moment doesn't mean that their ego and their darkness and their fear didn't take over and basically cut that connection out. People do that all the time. And I think this is one of the hardest things to wrap your head around. When you connect with somebody, let's just say it's a twin flame, okay? You connect with a twin flame and you feel this amazing chemistry. You feel like this amazing connection. You guys are both feeling it. You guys are both like, oh my God, that was amazing. You guys are talking about how connected you feel. And then all of a sudden it's like, let's just say your twin flame does a complete 180 and you're like, wait, holy shit, who is this person? This person's acting like they don't even care about me. What happened to that special connection that we felt? Does it mean that the connection was never there? No, they did feel it at that time. That was real. But the thing is that fear, ego, all those things will come in and creep in and start to create doubt in somebody's mind that A, I don't want that, B, that wasn't real, C, I'm not ready, whatever the deal is. So people get so caught up in, well, this person said this and this person said that. Yeah, lots of people say things in the moment. It doesn't mean, some people mean them, of course, and other people might not mean them, but regardless of what type of personality you're dealing with, most people that say things are saying those things because they're feeling it in the moment. But guys, energy is not meant to stay the same forever. Everything is constantly shifting and evolving. So why is that not understood for the person that you're dealing with? This person has the right and the ability and should be able to change their mind at any time. You also are given that same luxury in this life. So we get so pissed off when somebody just decides that, you know what, maybe I just am not feeling this way anymore. I'm just not feeling the vibe anymore. Things happen, shifts happen. And sometimes these shifts happen for a reason. And especially in twin flame connections, we're supposed to feel these shifts so that way we can possibly maybe go on into other situations to learn something else that maybe this twin flame cannot teach us. Maybe we're going to learn some significant lessons in a different type of a situation or connection, and it's not going to be with our twin flame. So the same applies to them as well. People get so upset with the karmic relationships. These karmic relationships are sometimes necessary for souls to evolve and grow. So anyways, I just wanted to say that. For some reason, I don't know why I just got into all that, but let's go ahead and get some positive energy for you guys. So yeah, somebody felt the connection at one time, and they might be grateful for the connection, but they just may not want it at this time in their lives. They may not feel ready for it, or too much water under the bridge right now. Compassionate, beautiful. So the thing is that you still care about them. You're empathetic, so you're feeling this person's emotions. You still care for this person. This is why you're watching this video. And it's also about sympathetic. You see them as a wounded bird. You see them as somebody that basically is broken. And guess what? You're correct. This person is definitely broken. We're all broken to a point in our lives. You know, no one is perfect, obviously. We all have flaws. We all have damage. And it's just a part of this lifetime and figuring out what that is and trying our best to heal it. But the thing is, with this particular person, you are looking at them as a wounded bird and you're trying to be compassionate. It may be very difficult, of course, for you to be compassionate with them, but the compassion is there. It is there, okay? So let's go ahead and go into the love pack to get some more positive messages from the person you're watching this video for. This is how they feel towards you. Risk. Okay, yeah. The person you're watching this video for is hesitant on coming towards you. They know that by either coming back to you and apologizing or trying to make things work with you, it would be a risk. They're not sure. So for some of you out there, it's not going to resonate with everybody. You're dealing with somebody who knows that they should apologize, knows that they should bridge the gap between the two of you, but they don't have the courage in order to do it either, right now. So that's a huge risk that they're not sure if they're willing to take. They're not sure if they're willing to basically put their feelings or their heart or their ego on the line to be smashed if you basically tell them to fuck off. There's that energy here, okay? And for others, they're not sure if they are willing to take a risk for this type of connection. It might scare them. It might make them feel overwhelmed. It might make them feel like they don't want to risk hurting you again if they're not ready. So that energy is here. So the desire is there. I see the desire is there in order to heal this, in order to either reconcile with you or bridge the gap between the two of you. But there's something that makes them feel like they just don't know if they can take that chance right now. Okay? So let's go ahead and get your energy towards them. Floating on air. Wow. Of course. I mean, you feel so connected to them. I mean, you literally feel like you're floating on air when you're with them, when you were with them, and just when you think about them. There's definitely some higher realm energy here where you are just feeling so spiritually connected. You literally float on air of this person and you could just come back together. All of your dreams would come true. There's that energy here for sure. For sure. So you already know how you feel about that. I don't even really need to get more into detail on that. So let's just go ahead and move forward into some different cards. We're going to go ahead and use these. This is called the therapy deck. Again, I'm not a therapist, so take these messages just as they resonate with you. But let's go ahead and see what the energy is when it comes to the person you're watching the video for. What is their underlying issue when it comes to this situation? Or just their maybe even a little bit of damage that they have that has really created a lot of issues for you and your connection with them. So I'm going to pick one for you, and I'm also going to pick one for them. I'm sorry, that one is for them. This one's for you. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. It was the energy that I was using when I picked those, and this is for them. So we've got trauma. There is some sort of trauma here, some sort of damage when it comes to this person's past. So again, you see them as a broken bird. They're broken. Okay. So basically it's an intense, formative, unpleasant life event so powerful that an individual cannot adequately respond to or process it. Okay. So this is the deal. There's definitely trauma with your person. There's something that could be from childhood. I know, a lot of therapists will always just take it all back to childhood. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. And I'm not trying to be a therapist here, but maybe there is some sort of trauma. Now, this trauma doesn't have to be stemming from childhood. This could just be an old situation, and it doesn't even have to be romantic. It could literally be somebody that has trauma with something they were exposed to or they saw happen with someone else. And so it's caused them to feel like they're not sure if they can take a risk. They're not sure if they can basically open their hearts and love. And if they are with somebody else and they seem to be taking that chance with them, there's something about your connection. There's something about the intensity of this connection that scares the crap out of them. So they're not willing to take that risk with you for some reason. It hits them too deeply on a level that feels uncomfortable for them. Okay? So this is your energy. Fixation. Wow. So you guys, I know this is a little harsh of a message, but some of you are very fixated on this person. They're all that you can think about. Some of you could be downright obsessed because we had the bound energy here, obsession. You're just very fixated on this is my person. So, but for some of you, you might really feel like, hey, you know what? I feel like this person, let's just say they're my twin flame. I love this person. I'm always going to love them, even though they're broken, even though we can't be together either right now, or maybe some of you have already just gotten the idea in your heads that maybe you'll never come together with them and you're in an okay place with them. This fixation doesn't have to necessarily be a super negative for some of you that are in a good place. But for some of you, I'm getting that you might not be in a good place because you're so fixated on this has to be the person. This is the only person for me. I can't get over this person. If I don't have this person, I'm just going to freaking die. Okay? So we have an obsessive or unhealthy preoccupation or attachment. So that's not good. So for some of you, yeah, this is definitely a problem. This is definitely an energy here where you don't want to be in that energy because it's very, very heavy. You might feel very difficult to move on with your life from this person. You might feel downright triggered right now that even anybody would suggest that this connection may not work out. You might get so triggered by that where you're just like, no, there's no, and you might just go from reading to reading or reader to reader until you get the answers that you're looking for. And if that's what you need to do, then that's what you need to do. But there's definitely an energy here that's saying, you really have to, instead of fixate so much on this connection and, so much fixation on this person rather than your own energy, that's where things might be falling apart for you, is you're making it too much about them. You're making it too much about this connection. If some of you are in that energy of it's meant to be, it's divine and all this other stuff, it doesn't mean it's not. But the thing is, you're so fixated on it, it's not helping you. It's actually taking away from your life at this point. So this is a real issue and a real problem for some of you watching this video. And you got to pull yourself out of it. So we can obviously see that the person that you're dealing with, if you're resonating with these messages, is not ready at this time, or they are in another relationship. And so that obviously causes issues. They need time to heal. They are broken. They are not sure if they want to take a risk. The one thing that I do get from them is that they definitely feel blessed from knowing you. So there is that energy there that is good. But at the same time, they have a lot of energy that they feel ashamed. And when people are feeling ashamed and they're afraid to face that shadow, they will either completely obliterate it from their mind and wipe you from their memory, or at least they'll try. But I already know that's not going to work for them. They will have to deal with it at some point. Okay, they will. But if you're in that energy right now to where this person is totally blocking you, putting you on hold, putting you on, ignore, and they're not wanting to deal with you right now, fixating on that isn't going to help the situation. Fixating on it and obsessing about it is not going to help release this person from doing that. You're better off in the energy of going into your independence and raising your vibration and living your life and surrounding yourself in positive energy where you're feeling good. To me, that actually might cause this person to not feel possibly so blocked towards you. Sometimes when we have, perfect example. And we've all been through this. We always have to look at the other side of the coin. So sometimes we feel so intense about something. We feel like we're so wrapped up in emotionally whatever. And then of course, like maybe a year later, we go into that retrospect mode where we're just like, wow, I can't believe I was acting so ridiculous, or I can't believe I was acting so angry, or whatever is happening here. But in the moment, it's really hard not to either flip out and act totally just whatever, crazy, ridiculous, that unstable energy, whatever. We've all been there. We've all done that. Okay. Certain things will just trigger us. But the thing is, you'll notice that other people will not respond well to you when you're in that energy. If somebody keeps coming at you over and over and over and over, and they just keep pushing you and pushing you and pushing you, I'm just speaking from my own personal experience. I want to tell people like that to go fuck off, because I can't stand people coming at me, just, really heavily, aggressively coming at me. Now, the thing is, I'm a pretty intense, aggressive person. So I do understand that goes on the other foot. So some people might be really turned off by my energy. No worries. We don't resonate with each other. So if you're not getting me, that I don't need anything from you, I'm just intense, then we're not resonating. Okay. That's not what I'm really talking about. But when you want something from somebody, when you desire them and you're around them, you think that person doesn't feel that energy from you? Oh, they do. They feel that energy and they're turned off. They're repelled by that energy, especially if they're not ready for somebody like you or they're not into this connection right now. They are repelled. So if you're finding that you're chasing somebody and they're running away from you, that's the reason why. People are repelled by energy that is coming at them, that is heavy and loaded with expectation. They're just like almost sickened by it. I've done it and I've had it done to me. So I know. And I know that you guys can resonate with that, because I'm sure that you guys have been in a situation where somebody that, you're just like, I'm not really into this. And they keep coming at you and you're just like, ugh. So you never want to be that person for somebody else. At least I don't. So I will, if I'm feeling somebody that is really not wanting to have anything to do with me, I'll lay the fuck off. That's what I do. I just lay off and I just basically leave that person alone. And if it's a meant to be kind of situation or connection, or we're meant to have resolution, then guess what? They'll either come to their senses or they'll feel differently about me, and maybe they'll pick up that phone, or maybe they will reach out and maybe we'll have a chance to work it out. And if it doesn't happen, it just wasn't meant to be. So that's just where I'm at in my life. And I'm only just sharing that with you guys because that's just an energy that happens to work for me. But that energy might not feel healthy or feel comfortable for some of you watching this video. I don't have all the answers, and not everything that I do is the right way. So take what resonates, all right? But that's just an example of, if we're so fixated on a person or a situation, it's heavy energy and it can sometimes put a bad taste in people's mouths. So always remember that. So the more that you fixate on this person, you're not really helping the connection. Try to just put more energy into having fun and doing your own thing and living your life and feeling good. Okay? That's what I'm getting here. So let's go ahead and get some. It's so funny. I thought I was going to actually draw more of these cards and more tarot, but I'm not being guided at this moment to do that. Let's go ahead and get some advice here that Spirit wants to give you, because that's obviously why we did this reading. It wasn't to hammer you. It wasn't to make you out to be wrong or make you feel like shit about this situation. We definitely want to get some answers as far as what you can do in order to heal. Okay. So this right here, this deck is called the Trust Your Vibes deck by Sonia Coquette. And I don't know if I'm saying that right, but this is her deck and it's really, really cool. So this is about your own healing, you guys. Okay, we're not talking about this other person right now. We will in a minute. What does Spirit want you to basically try to fixate on instead? Wow, get a new story. The story that you're telling yourself right now about this connection, or about how you feel, or about what's going to happen. You need to get a new story. It doesn't mean that nothing can happen with them and that this story can't be changed between the two of you. But right now, things are what they are. And you trying to tell yourself the same story over and over again, and the ending that you want, and being fixated on that ending, it's time for you to get a new story. The thing is, whatever we're telling ourselves, that's what we believe. We take on that vibration of that belief, and technically our life kind of unfolds. So if we're fixated and we're holding on to something super tightly and we're not open to any other experience, then the flow of the universe and energies, it seems to be stuck. And sometimes that doesn't end up to be the story or the ending that we were looking for. So Spirit's telling you, get a new story. Get a new story. Stop telling yourself the story that you're telling yourself. And for some of you, you might be telling yourself the story, there's no hope, this person can never change. That's another story that you don't want to tell yourself. A lot of people I hear, and I'm only going to use this as an example, on the twin flame journey. Oh, my twin flame's a piece of shit. They're never going to change. They're a narcissistic asshole, all this other stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, wait a second. If that's the story that you're telling yourself, and that's what you're telling the universe, nothing's ever going to change in your situation. What are you doing? Ask yourself, what are you saying? What are you doing? And the thing is, there's a time and a place to feel certain negative energies. You would be fooling yourself to pretend that you don't feel some negative energies because you're being triggered or whatever the situation is with the other person. But to continuously tell your story over and over and over again, especially if you're putting it on social media for all to see, you're just basically amplifying that energy by telling your story over and over again of how life sucks, how your twin flame's a piece of shit, and all this other stuff. What are you doing? Do not do that. So the best thing that you can possibly do is to change that narrative. Change the story. Get a new story. Okay? So this right here is called the Mind Body Makeover Cards by Mona Lisa Schultz. Okay. We've got healthy love. That's the topic. One of the most important parts of love, of a loving relationship, is that someone gives me what I need. When I love someone, they are my better half. They complete me. So there's another side to this card. If I cannot get a need met in a relationship, I am able to get that need satisfied in some other way. I am a whole person, whether I am alone or with someone. Oh my God. You guys, that independence card came through. We're very fixated on this person. They're my other half. I need them to complete myself. I need them to be happy. No, you don't. No, you do not. That's the story that you're telling yourself. It's not true. You can be whole and you can be happy without this person, whether you're with them down the line or whether they never return to your life or whether you guys work things out or you don't. You are going to be happy on your own. You are going to survive. So stop telling yourself this story that is not the case. So there's something about this person completes me. I need them. No, you don't. You can fulfill your own needs. You can fulfill your own joy and your own happiness in this life. So that's a makeover right now, a total story makeover that you need to start implementing into your life. That's what we got. So now let's go ahead and take a look at some possible shifts for the future. Okay? And I say possible because anything is possible. It's possible that you may resolve things. It's possible that you may not resolve things. Just depends. Okay? So whatever your belief system is about this, leave it at the door. We're just going to check the energies and see what we got. Nothing is set in stone. That's what my point is. Nothing is set in stone here. So whatever comes through the cards can be changed, you guys. It can be changed. So let's go ahead and get 3 energies here from this deck. We have recognition. Beautiful. Oh my God, we have union. Oh my God, so great. And we have action. Holy crap. This is so positive, you guys. It really is. It's really positive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of these cards and we're going to go into some other cards. And the reason that I like to use Radley Valentine's cards is because they have the words on it. And sometimes, people can feel like the reader is putting their own spin or their own interpretation on tarot. And sometimes that is the case because either they're reading intuitively or they have a certain knowledge of a certain card and maybe they're very fixated on that and they don't really open themselves up to other meanings. Yep, that would be me. I'm telling on myself. I have the tendency to do that, and so does other people. We usually go with what feels right to us. But sometimes when it just says what it says, you guys have the message right there. I'm not altering it. So let's go ahead and tap into these energies here for somebody recognizing and taking action towards this union. Holy crap. Wow. So you see, it's not as hopeless as you might feel. There's a possibility that this person will recognize that you are that person that they want to be with and take action towards it. Holy shit. Sorry. Okay. Oh my, I can't believe it. The 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is the card of ultimate happiness. This is making it to the end. This is like commitment. I'm going to read it. Love and blessings fill your life. Harmonious relationships with family members. Happily ever after. Oh my God. Happily ever after. When we're talking about you and this person in the future, this is nuts, right? So this is the deal, you guys. This isn't about being fixated on this. It might be time for you to maybe just let go and just focus on yourself. Choose yourself for a change. this connection, it looks like the other person may start taking action steps towards you. Why? Because you've let go, because you're not so fixated on them, because you're feeling stronger, your energy is shifting in a positive way, you're raising your vibration. If you and this person are energetically connected, which I see you are, then they are going to feel this shift within you and feel much more positive towards you. So why not work on yourself? That in turn works on this connection. It's like literally effortless, like this freaking, whatever that bird is, flying in the sky. It's effortless, okay? Wow. So I don't really need to go into any more of these cards, except for this one just want to pop out when I said that, so I'm going to read it. The Wheel of Fortune, new beginnings, the end of delays, a change in a direction that offers happiness. Oh my God, and we have 2 10s. I can't believe this. If you guys are seeing 1010, that's like a special number, that means something. That really, really means something. And I know somebody that just told me those numbers, so if you're watching this video, you're going to know what that means. But yeah, this is the end of a cycle. So that way we can have a brand new beginning and a fresh new start. So this is the deal. There's going to be some sort of an end of a cycle of this unhappiness, of this darkness. And things are going to shift and the wheel is going to turn. And the wheel is all about destiny and fate. It's also about karma too. So it means that karmically, and like I said that in the beginning of this reading, this person cannot just walk away from this connection and forget about it. They're going to be drawn to resolving things, to reconcile with you. They need that healing in order to move forward in their life. And I'm just seeing that when they come to this realization, this recognition, it's like the union is what they realize that they want with you. Whoa. Okay. So let's see what Spirit wants you to work on energetically. Okay. Because it's like, okay, yeah, work on yourself. Do you in the meantime. Okay, great. Well, what are you supposed to do? Well, you're supposed to get yourself a new story. We know that. So let's go ahead and get these. This is using the activation, Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle. Let's see some frequencies or some energy that Spirit really wants you to focus on during this time. During this time. Conception. Ooh, beautiful. It's about creating something, right? It says the frequency of conception invites us to bring our consciousness to our origin, the place where everything in creation begins. It helps us to remember the infinite potential and possibilities of this space and what we can manifest through our own focused awareness and intention. Wow, I love it. So this is definitely about whatever it is that you're thinking, whatever it is that you're feeling, you're creating. So it is another reason why you need to get a new story. And so a lot of you might have been placing a lot of blame on this other person, but really there's something energetically going on with you that needs to shift and change. And I'm seeing that you're getting in alignment with this in the future. So you're helping to take action steps towards this union. You are. It's not just the other person, it's you too. So you're also creating this wheel to now turn and a connection that has been stuck for either a while or just recently. What else? Root chakra. Wow, this is like physical world. This is about the material world. This is about our ego. This is about, our physical body. The frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passion and supports our sense of security on the physical plane, both in our bodies as well as the physical world. Root chakra issues, you guys, so whatever it is that we are bound to, okay? This card is so indicative of the root chakra. So any kind of issues that you have that stem straight to the root of who you are, your physical body, your passions, your, just who you are and how you feel about yourself is stemming, and it starts with the root. So it's about getting to the root of the issue, getting to the root of the matter, changing that story, changing that vibration. Why? So that way you can conceive a new experience, literally. I love how we have, these circles here. It's like a womb to me. We get straight down to the womb and we start creating a new life. See? So it in turn creates a new experience for us and possibly this connection. So what are some affirmations using the Louise Hay wisdom cards that we can basically use in order to help to change our frequency and our vibration? Let's see. I'm going to close my eyes so I don't know what I'm picking, because I can see all the things here if I do. There is a solution to every problem. We create habits and problems to fulfill a need. When I can find a positive way to fulfill the need, I can release the problem. Wow. Look at this, you guys. There is a solution to your problems right now. There really is. So what it's telling you here is that it's become a habitual habit for you to look at this situation, or for you to look at where you're at in your life at this present time, as an issue and a problem. So it says, when I can find a positive way to fulfill the need, I can release this problem. This is about changing the frequency to a more positive mindset, creating a new story. So it's all coming together. You might have been telling yourself the story that this is never going to work, that this is never going to change, that there's no hope, or that this person's a pile, they did me wrong, and you're constantly in that victim state. You're not able to release the victim mentality here. You're the victim and they're the abuser. So this story has to change. This dynamic has to change. And so we have to start taking steps, and that's why that shoe is there. We've got to start taking a new step in a new direction in order for something to finally get moving again in a positive way. Because Spirit's saying it wants to. Spirit's saying we're in alignment to help get you to the 10 of Cups. But you're standing in the way. And it's not to say, oh, the blame is all you and the other person has nothing to do with it. Nope, that's not what I'm saying. But it starts with you. It starts with the other person. It starts with them. We can only create change starting with ourselves. We can't change other people. We can only change ourselves. And by changing ourselves, we're changing our vibration, and people will respond to us differently because we've changed our vibration. You see? So it starts with you. That's what I'm getting. It starts with you. So we are going to end this reading, guys, with some signs from Spirit, using my Signs from Spirit Love Oracle, just to basically see what we've got going on as far as certain things to be on the lookout for, or just some messages from your guides on this experience or journey. We have orange. Oh, beautiful. So red obviously is the root chakra. Orange is the sacral chakra. So it's the second chakra. So to me, this is, about our energy, enthusiasm, excitement, warmth, courage, strength, things like that. So it's definitely an energy here where it could be color therapy, as in this is about surrounding yourself with orange. This could also be, you're wearing orange, eating oranges. So again, if you guys are into color therapy, this might speak to you, but it's like surrounding yourself in this energy of orange. You're going to feel more enthusiastic. You're going to feel more excitement. You're going to feel more warmth in life. This is also about getting outside and getting into the sun. You're going to feel warmth, get that vitamin D. When we're in the sun, we're feeling more positive. I mean, too much sun obviously is depleting us, but this is about a healthy dose of sunshine. I know that some of you probably live in an area where there's not a lot of sunshine. So whatever that means to you is what Spirit's telling you. We want you to get more vitamin C, perhaps, vitamin D, or just something that's related to orange. Okay. Oh, beautiful. Orbs of Light. If you guys are seeing Orbs of Light, this is the spirit realm. This is either your angels, your spirit guides, passed over loved ones on the other side that are basically helping to assist you on this journey. So if you guys are seeing like little flashes of light out of the corner of your eyes, or you're taking pictures and you're seeing Orbs of Light, this is a special message that you are in alignment with what you're doing. So pay attention to when you see these Orbs of Light. There's a special message there for you. We also have 777. Rapid soul development has come from these challenging times. Do you see this energy here? It's like we're opening up. So if you guys are seeing sevens, it's a reminder to you on your path that yes, we understand things have been challenging, but guess what? It's through these challenges that have actually helped you to develop on a rapid soul. Like, I don't know why I can't say that right. It's helping you to rapidly develop your soul. So sometimes souls will sign up for harder experiences to have a more of a rapid, accelerated development. And I know I'm one of those souls, okay? So that totally resonates with me. More hardship, creates more growth. And I'm not saying that we can't grow without hardship or that life has to be hard. It doesn't really have to be. So that's definitely not a mindset that you want to tell yourself. But if you feel like your life has been really, really challenging, or this connection has been extremely challenging for you, guess what? It has actually helped you to grow on a rapid way. So rapid development has occurred because of these hardships. So if you're seeing sevens, that's your angel's way or spirit's way of saying, good job. You're getting through these challenges and it's all going to be worth it for the bigger picture. We have spider, weave. So I've created this card because it's like whatever we weave is what we're going to experience. It's about the bigger plan. It's about just, the bigger cosmic plan, what's meant to be for us, what we're supposed to experience. We've already weaved this web before we got here into this physical plane. So we've already weaved out or carved out our path. Now, however we choose to live it is a different story. But we decided what we wanted to do. We decided who we wanted to come together with. We decided the lessons and the majors, I guess, if you will, that we wanted to experience in this lifetime. So Spirit is saying that you're experiencing everything that you've already sat out for yourself. So if some of you are in that victim mentality, it's not fair. I don't know why I came across this person. You set it up this way, okay? So that might also help you to not feel like such a victim, that you created this situation for yourself in order to learn and grow and experience something in this lifetime. So you have weaved this web and you're just experiencing it as a way of, just learning and growing and expanding. Last message. Oh, beautiful. Violet. So we have two colors coming through here. So this is the sacral orange, and now we have the crown chakra, violet. So it's very intuitive, very spiritual, very self-aware. So this is the higher realms. This is us connecting with our higher selves, maybe even the angelic realm, the cosmos, the collective, just tapping into this energy here where we're all one. So I just feel that the experiences that you've had, especially from this connection, have really brought you to deal with some very core issues, because we had the root, now we have the sacral, so these are the lower chakras, which doesn't mean that they're negative, by the way, but this has to do with our desires and our passions and who we are on this planet and what we want to do with our life. The next chakra would be the solar plexus, and that has to do with coming into your power and your life's purpose and what you're meant to do. So this is literally leading you towards the next phase or step in your life. This connection can literally be looked upon as a blessing that gets you to that spiritual place with yourself. Maybe even perhaps for some of you, your life's purpose. So this connection has actually helped you in your life. And you might not see it that way right now, but guess what? It's all going to come together for you later on, and you're going to be like, oh my God, I get it now. I get why I had to experience this situation. I get why I had to do this. Oh my God. And you're going to get it, and it's going to lock in place, and you're going to be in your full 100% power. And when you're in there and you're in that state, things are going to start to change for you. So this is either happening right now, you guys, or it's coming. So not all is lost. You're about ready to step into your own power, or you're in your own power right now. And because of that, things are going to seriously start to rapidly develop before your very eyes. Things are not only going to happen on the physical level, but they're also going to happen things are going to start happening in the 3D, 4D, and 5D. You're literally going to be bringing all of the dimensions together into one existence. This is literally going up in dimensions here. Going through a portal. I also see this card as a portal. So for some of you, there's a special portal that's either happened to you already, or it's coming up, and you're literally going up in your ascension process. And you're going to feel that, and you're going to start experiencing things at a higher level. So again, this connection is a part of you getting to this next step or this next phase in your existence. So it doesn't have to be a curse, you guys. It can be a blessing, and it is a blessing. You just might not see it that way yet. So get your head into that space, because once you do that, you're going to be able to create so much more than you're creating right now. And when I say creating, you're going to be creating more positive things for yourself. You're not going to be in this, dreary energy, if some of you are in that energy. So anyways, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. All right, bye-bye.